So hello and welcome to the Sugar Blues workshop. I'm Marissa, your health coach for this session. Tonight what we're going to be looking at is all aspects of sugar. So we're going to be discussing how toxic sugar is. We're going to be looking at how much sugar are we all consuming. We're going to be looking in more detail about sugar cravings and then top tips for combating them. Do a bit of a group share, then there's some time for some Q&A, and then a bit of a wrap up at the end. So I want to begin with letting you know what my intention is. And my intention is really to change your relationship with sugar, because your life will turn out differently when you're eating well and you understand what impact sugar is really having on your health. So let's begin with, is sugar toxic? Well, research has shown that yes, sugar is downright toxic and addictive. And sugar qualifies for this because firstly, when you eat a small amount, it creates a desire for more. And secondly, when you quit eating it, you have withdrawal symptoms such as fatigue, mood swings, and cravings. So that's what basically qualifies it. But what we need to clarify is that not all sugar is bad. So when we're talking about sugar being toxic, we're talking about refined sugar. So this is extracted from sugarcane and beets. And they have no minerals, no vitamins, and no fiber. So what they do, when they enter your body, they basically deplete your own body's minerals and enzymes, which ends up with your body being deficient. Now, on the other hand, if you're looking at natural sugars, so ones which are found in whole grains, beans, vegetables, fruit, they actually have minerals and vitamins, and they actually help to support the body, and they're absorbed, and the body basically uses that to function in the right way. Your body needs sugar to be balanced. But it's about what types of sugar, and it's about the amount of sugar, which is basically what we need to get right with. Now, today there's an increase in refined sugar. So we find it in the usual suspects, your cakes, your cookies, your sweets, but there are hidden sugars. So ones which are in your canned vegetables, baby food, tomato sauce, peanut butter, bread, just to list a few. And they're disguised with language such as corn syrup, dextrose, maltose, glucose, and the most potent of all is the high fructose corn syrup. So you know when you eat those bags of popcorn that you can get from prep, right? You think, oh, I'm being healthy because I'm not eating crisps. They are full of high fructose corn syrup. So when you think you're being healthy, actually, unfortunately, it's not. You're not, basically. Now, corporations are not accountable under any health standards, which has led to an overconsumption of refined sugars and added sugars in our daily diet. So this has led to an increase in hypoglycemia and type 2 diabetes. Worldwide, we have got there are 370 million people that are affected by diabetes, and it's estimated in 2030 there'll be 550 million adults. Now, if you see, China has the largest diabetes population, followed by India. And if you actually look back at both of those countries and what the staple diets was, it's based on lentils and grains and fresh fish and vegetables. But what's happened over time is the Western influence of takeaway foods, fast food restaurants is having a real impact on what's basically happening. And now you have China with the largest diabetes population, whereas if you went back 20 years, that actually wouldn't be the case. Now, the sad thing is that if you just reduce the amount of processed food and eat well, these elements of hypoglycemia, type 2 diabetes, they actually wouldn't be around. So it's all about us basically having some control over what's going into our body. Okay, so now we're going to do a little bit of an exercise of how much sugar you're consuming. So we've got multigrain high fiber flakes, which is gluten-free, low fat, ding ding. We've got innocents, antioxidants. Look, see, we've got a bit of flax seeds and everything in it. You've got your good old Coca-Cola. You've got your white wine, your red wine. Let's be honest, we all like a bit of that. And then you've got Activia. You know, that one which is good for your stomach. So underneath my cloth, I have got the amount of sugar that's in each of them. But before I do the reveal, I want to ask you guys, which one do you think would have the highest amount of sugar? Innocent? Coca-Cola? Coca-Cola? Okay. And which one do you think would have the least? White wine. That's wishful thinking, basically. That's wishful thinking.
I think the multigrain.
Multigrain, okay. Jess?
I was going to go for red wine, actually.
Okay.
Red wines.
You could do that. Yeah? Okay. So if we do the reveal, I've got them in, which has got 90 grams. You've got Coca-Cola, which is 27 grams, which I think we all probably realise that it has a high quantity of sugar. The cereal has got 25.5 grams. The yogurt, 14.7 grams. White wine, 8 grams. Now, if that's a dry white wine. If it's a sweet white wine, it's 16 grams. And that is for a large glass of wine, yeah? And red wine only has 1.1 grams. So we can all still drink red wine.
Yay.
But what I wanted to show you is that even though we sometimes think that we're eating healthy, so we're having gluten-free, multigrain, flakes for breakfast, we're having the yogurt, we're having this nice juice, there are hidden sugars that are in it. Now, the daily allowance for women is 24 grams. So it's just to give you a little bit more awareness of what you're drinking and eating, so then you can actually decide on what's going to basically work. Are you surprised by any of this? No?
I'm surprised by the cereal.
Yeah.